Look at that, it's quite bad, isn't it? It's had a right good bump.
I'm Martin Sadler from Dent-Remover in Beverley, and in this video I'm going to show you all the steps that I took to repair this extreme damage, making it into a new door. I'm going to be using the GPR methods to start off with, using the CamAuto system, the tabs and the glue, and then finishing off the repair with PDR tools. So grab a brew and enjoy. What I'm going to do first is remove this trim so we can see all the damage on the panel. Right, so I'll explain the damage in a bit more detail. So now the trim's come off, it shows that there's more damage that wasn't seen originally. So from where this pink marker is all the way underneath, that's it's all been pushed in. These two areas, that's where the holes are for the trim. So these need to be straightened out so the trim will fit nice. The two blue areas here that are marked, that's where the body lines are, the horizontal body lines. And above that, this chevroned area here, that's where the crown is. So there's a lot of tension there. Basically all this needs to come out and then that needs to be tapped down for it to all look nice and even. There's a secondary crown up here, or bruising, and there's another dent here. So I'm going to wipe all this off, get a couple of pulls first, just underneath the trim, see how the damage flows above, and then just work my way up.
To start off, I'm going to clean the panel with 99% isopropyl and a clean rag, and then applying hot glue to a glue tab, stick it onto the dented area, and then I can make my first pull.
Alright, so with that first pull below all the damage, it's come out really well. It is in still quite a lot. I'll just show you with a straight edge, just by offering this up, like that. Okay, so putting this straight edge on, it's not going to be foolproof this, because some doors could be quite bowed, but this is just a guide, and you can see it's still in by quite a lot there. It's I'd say at least 10 mil. So yeah, it looks like it's going to go all right. I'm going to put a glue tab on here now, just underneath this body line, and again, see what happens. And the tab that I'm going to be using to pull this bottom body line out is the CamAuto crease tab. It's got a concave to it. I don't know if you can see it there, look. So that's with the glue on. I'm going to stick it right onto the body line. Instead of going below, I'm going to stick it on the body line and just go very carefully. Couple of light tugs just to see how it flows, and then I can go from there. I've put the slide hammer end on as well, so it's not got the pulling tower one with the eyelets. It's got the one for the slide hammer. So yeah, pop the glue on, see how it goes. I'm really happy with that. That bottom edge has come out really well. Yeah, here we go. I'm onto the top body line now. Let's hope this area goes as well as the bottom one. And it'll be a quick repair. I've got my doubts about that though, because this crowned area, that's where a lot of tension is.
And here's where I'm going to apply my next tab.
So I'm going to keep going on with the CamAuto crease tabs. I've got flex glue in here as well. The CamAuto flex glue, also the Keiko. They use that in the Keiko system. So I'm going to get it right underneath the body line where I showed you a second ago. There we go. And just give that a minute or so to set. Okay, so this dent isn't coming out as easy as the others did. I'm not surprised really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pulling tower on there and get some tension onto this tab, pulling that way, and then I'm going to lightly tap this crowned area down, and that should draw the damage out. Okay, here's the pulling tower. It's hydraulic, so once the chain is attached to the tab, I can pump the hydraulic ram up and the bar moves outwards, and that's what puts the tension on there. So here we go. I'm just going to set up a hook onto this, and then I can carry on with this crowned area.
This is really easy to do. I'm just going to unscrew the slide hammer attachment and then screw on an eyelet so I can use the hooks.
Quite a bit of tension on there. Got the anchor point there, look, set up just in case the glue gives way. There we go. Right then, let's start tapping this crowned area down.
To straighten this crown, I'm going to be using a Crow Carb flat nose knockdown and a Glexo PDR paddle.
Looking good. The crowned area, that is pretty tough. So I'm going to move the crease tab a little bit further along and place it there, and do the same again with the pulling tower. I've been tapping away for about half an hour now. This is the same tab that was on all the time. Still tension on there, and that crown has come down really well. I'm focusing on this bit first. Just come around the pulling tower, pull this out the way. So again from the other angle, there we go, it's looking really nice. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep the tension on this glue tab. Going to unhook this, lift that up, pull the wiring harness out the way, and I can get a bar straight in there, and then I can lift that a little bit up. And for this I'm going to be using a halved bar. It's a double screw tip, nice straight bar. Straight in there. Okay. Okay, it's looking really good now above the tab, and the crown has laid down really nicely. So what I'm going to do now, I've still got the tension on this tab. I'm going to repair this dent here, so I'm going to stick another glue tab on there and use a slide hammer to lift it out.
This crease tab is the smallest size in the Universal Crease Pack by CamAuto.
So I'm going to give this tab a light pull, and I'm using an adjustable mini lifter, so the feet will adjust. I'm going to put these feet on backwards because, I'll show you, when I adjust the arms, it'll just show you this. There's the tab, it sits nicely in there, look. So it's only pulling the tab and it's not pulling the shoulders out. The glue's nicely set now. Stick it on there, just wind up the slack. There we go, that's all I need to do. Just cover up this one so I don't want to get any release agent or alcohol on the other one, otherwise it's going to go boom. I'm just gonna take this bit out there, sorry, that dent there, and that bit up there. So 2 more pulls and that should be out.
This little green tab is part of CamAuto's flat tab set.
Go. Got there in the end. All right, let's have a look. Okay, I'm finally going to get rid of this now. So just put a bit of stuff on there. It's going to go with a bang. There we go. Excellent. Not a great deal to do now. Again, I'm going to show you what it looks like underneath that tab, and then I'll explain what I have to do next. Right, let's take a look then. So this area just needs tapping down because it's high. Once this is tapped down, the crown might come back a little bit because when that goes in, that comes out. It's not a major issue. And then, yeah, it's just this area needs tidying up, and then a little bit further back, just a little wiggle there. But all in all, that is coming out really well. Very impressed with that. Right, let's get tapping.
I'm using 2 different types of knockdown here. The first one is a red one, it's for moving bulk metal and it's an R4 cherry cap, and the black one is sharp for precision work.
Okay, I've tapped it down a little bit, and I'm going to use the bar again, going through the wiring harness hole and just lift this area up. As you can see, the crown's come back a little bit, which I knew it would do. But yeah, shouldn't be too far off now. Okay, I think I'm finally there. That's taken, well, about 2 hours of tapping, fine tuning, going left to right, opposite each direction, repairing each direction. And I think I've got it to an acceptable standard. So I'll just check it with the inspection board. Looks all right that way. Right. That took some doing. a lot of tapping. Right, let me show you. Let's get the inspection board on there. Okay, looking good from that direction. No obvious ripples. Just swap my hands. There we go. what I need to do now is just make sure that these holes here all line up with the trim, re-stick the trim, fit it, make sure it fits nice along the edge, which I'm sure it will do, and polish it up, give it back to the customer.
To salvage and re-stick this trim back on, I first need to remove the old sticky tape, and then I can apply some new tape, and then I can fit it to the door.
This Skoda Kodiaq really did take some effort to get right, but by combining PDR and GPR methods, I was able to save this door. We'll take a look at the finished results in a second, but if you did enjoy this video, it'd be great to get a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do, because it really does help my channel grow. That's it for me. Thanks again. Cheers.